Hi, my name is Cindy Lai. I'm a personal trainer and fitness instructor. Today we're going to go over hip mobility. If you're sitting for long periods of time, this can affect the way you move in the long run. Think about what you're doing when you're going into your exercise routine, whether you're squatting, lifting, surfing, whatever activity it is. If you have tight hips, that can affect the alignment of your body. So what we want to do is we're going to come down into your knees. If you have sensitive knees, I want you to roll up your mat a few times, or you can place a pillow underneath your knees. We're going to go over some Spider-Man variations, and what we're also going to do is I like to add the thoracic spine to it, your upper back, so opening up that chest and that back, and a little bit of hamstrings. So let's come down to the floor. We're going to roll the mat up a few times. What I want you to do is I want you to place your left knee on the mat. Keep your leg on the floor and then bring that right leg in front. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to place our hands on our hips to make sure our hips are square. What does that mean? Your hips are centered, facing forward. You want to imagine you're on train tracks. Okay, so what I want you to do too is to keep your back straight, keep the chest lifted. Make sure you're not arching your lower back, like you don't want to go into this full extension. All right, and you want to walk your foot forward just to a point, just shift forward and back a few times. Okay, the hip flexors are right here. If you're feeling tight, you'll feel the hip flexors here. Okay, you might feel other parts. You will feel whatever muscles are tight. So for me, it's my glute today, my right side, thanks to my booty and abs burn yesterday. Okay, so once you settle into your stretch, you do that a few times, shift forward and back, keep the weight in your right heel. Okay, you're going to sink into your stretch. Okay, so again, I want you to breathe. The other thing is breathing helps open up your body a lot. So don't hold your breath in. Stay where you are from here, okay? And then what I want you to do, so we're going to add to that. You're going to place your hands on the inside of your leg. So you probably have to walk your leg out a few inches and then walk it out to the side. What I like to do is I like to turn my foot out slightly and also my knee. Make sure your knee is not collapsing in, okay? So place your hands in parallel, in line with your foot. And then what you can do from here is you can just shift forward and back too. So the shift will also go more to the side a little bit. So again, I want you to breathe into it and then also keep the shoulders back. So you might have to walk your hands a little bit wider. Depends on you. Make sure you're not shrugging your shoulder. I want you to breathe into it. So we're going to add this. What I want you to do is I want you to shift the weight back, flex your right foot, okay? You can walk your hands back towards you. So this way you feel the hamstring stretch, okay? Then walk yourself forward, okay? And then breathe, exhale. So again, you can hang out there for a second, all right? If you have the flexibility, you can keep your hands there, but I don't want you to fully round out your back too much, okay? For me, I don't have that flexibility over there, so I want you to exhale, open up. So again, wash that right knee from coming in. And again, walk yourself back. So go at your own pace. I want you to flex that right leg, okay? Stay on that heel. You'll feel the hamstring stretching out here on the right side. And then walk yourself forward. Breathe. Pull the shoulders back, okay? Make sure you breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. Okay, let's do 2 more like that. Sit your hips back. Then keep the weight in your right heel as you come forward, okay? And then 1 more. Exhale and inhale. Good. Stay there for a second. All right. Now, if this is all you can do, I want you to stay where you are. The next step is to go into that Spider-Man with the rotation. So again, I call these hip openers because they're easier for people to remember. Okay. You're going to tuck that left leg, that left toe in the back. If you can take your knee off the floor, great. If not, stay where you are. All right, so to add the rotation to it, what I want you to do is you're going to rotate from your torso, okay, and also from your thoracic. All right, so it's not this, it's not the arm. If you have to guide yourself, you can place your right hand, okay, on the side of your left rib cage and pull to open up, reach, exhale, okay? So the hand on the left side, you can walk it out a little bit wider, a little, further to the front, depending on what your limitations are. Okay, so again, open up, exhale, reach, breathe, look at that right arm, and then come back down. Good. Let's do that 2 more times. Exhale, reach, reach, reach. Good. and come back down. And last one, hold it out. 3, 2, 1, come back to center. Good, release, you can go back into that hamstring stretch. Okay, so you can do a variety. All right, so you can see, depending on where you are today, all right, you can stay with your knee on the floor, you can stay with your leg off the floor. It's pretty advanced to go from the regular Spider-Man stretch here, and then stretching out the hamstrings, taking your knee off the floor. Okay, so it depends on what you feel comfortable with. All right, make sure you repeat each side. So you probably want to do about 5 to 7 reps. Okay, depending on how you feel, always warm up both sides. Spend more time on the tighter side. All right, so it's really important, not just the upper body. I always like to add upper body to it. So in my mobility class tomorrow, we'll be playing with variations. But if you're tight from sitting, get up from your desk, as often as possible, every 20-30 minutes, even if it is to release your spine, because over time, your hips can pull on your back. It can contribute to, lots of back problems, issues in the front of your legs. You don't want that to happen. So when that happens, you take that posture into your activities, it's going to limit you from what you can or can't do. Okay, so thank you for joining me. So again, my name is Cindy Lai. I look forward to seeing you in one of my mobility classes on Sundays at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Have a great one.